Good morning. Do you still remember the play Trifle that we studied last week? How many characters are in the play? Rita, can you tell us
Yeah,
how
I'm
many
here.
characters are in the play?
Um, Let me think. Maybe 5?
Are you sure though? How
Um,
about we ask for a second opinion? Corbin? Hi, Corbin. Are you there?
Hi. Yeah,
Okay. Can you tell us how many characters are in the play?
6.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
that man should be content as a character.
Yes, exactly, Corbin. Yes, thank you. Even though Mr. Wright is dead, he has a very important role in this play. In fact, the whole play, the whole investigation centered around him. Corbin, can you remind me of the rest of the characters?
Yeah, let me try. Mr. and Mrs. Peter and Mr. Pete
Don't worry, take your time.
and Mrs. Helen and modern Mrs. Wright and but um
Okay,
but I don't remember his name.
Okay, don't worry, don't worry. Yes, Corbin told us there were Mr. and Mrs. Peters, Mr. and Mrs. Hale, and the murderer, Mrs. Wright, and another guy. Who can remind us of this guy? How about Renee? Do you still
Okay, wait a
remember?
minute.
Yeah,
I think it's Mr. Henderson.
yes. Mr. Henderson's the attorney, the country attorney. So great job, guys. Renee, can you add more information to their identities? Who are these people?
Yeah. Um, Women are all housewives. Mr. Hale and Mr. Wright are farmers, but Mr. Wright is not dead. Mr. Peters is a sheriff. Mr. Peters and Mr. Henderson came into Mr. Wright's house to investigate the crime scene, and their wives came with them too. And Mr. Wright was a mean person, and all women hated him. So Mrs. Peters and Mrs. Hales decided to help Mrs. Wright to get rid of suspicion. Mm, Mrs. Rice strangled Mr. Wright and at night on bed by a rope. Mrs. Wright was pretty nervous, very obviously, but the man thought she was just being a timid woman and didn't pay attention to her or the kitchen. The kitchen had many evidences, so the women took the evidences away from the kitchen and saved Mrs. Wright. That was complicated. I'm out of breath and I almost confused myself. Okay,
That was wow, that's great. That was a great summary, Renee. And you're
thank you.
absolutely right. Your information is correct. I know.
Thank you.
It's hard to explain the relationships between the characters, especially when you also want to add in some details. It gets complicated and often becomes a little bit messy, but there are other ways of explaining the character relationships. For example, many people find drawing a character map more efficient. And now I want to challenge you all to draw a relationship map explaining the character relationships in the story. Take out a piece of paper and try to form your own map. I'll give you 4 minutes.
okay.
Let's get started. Have you finished?
No.
Okay. 1 more minute. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. Okay. Look at the screen.
Wow.
I know. There's a map from another class. How do you think about it? How does it compare to your own drawing? Is it a good relationship map or it can be improved? Turn on your microphone if there's anything that you want to share with us.
The handwriting is bad. Oh, I can't read it.
Wow, it's too hard to read. But the information is correct.
Almost the same as mine. Maybe it's better.
Yeah, great observations, guys. Yes, the information on the map's all correct. However, as you've noticed, the handwriting is hard to tell, and the formatting is kind of messy. The student used way too many words in between the lines, making it hard to read the words and to see the lines and arrows. These all make the reader hard to get the information, even though the information itself is correct. It's very important to draw an effective relationship map to get our ideas crossed. So today, we're going to learn how to draw an effective relationship map, and I'll also introduce you a very helpful tool to help you draw a perfect relationship map.